Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about how Thiba Ingozi solves the panic button regulation challenges for the e-hailing industry, aligning practical innovation with South Africa's new e-hailing safety regulations. Thiba Ingozi is a safety app initially designed to enhance and supplement the safety of e-hailing drivers and passengers, offering instant alerts and real-time location sharing with identification images to nearby users and responders, ensuring quick help and enhanced protection on the road. The frustration on the ground for both drivers and riders currently is that the safety panic buttons offered by e-hailing companies in the apps and car tracking companies are not effective, practical, and helpful on many occasions. Hence, we see a lot of safety incidents. The idea of Thiba Ingozi was born from seeing drivers using ineffective and highly unstructured WhatsApp groups, sharing live locations with one another in case of emergencies to try and solve for this gap. Now, let's talk about the new regulations. Under the newly gazetted National Land Transport Amendment Act, which is widely known as NLTA, and associated rules. 1. All e-hailing vehicles must be fitted with a panic button. The panic buttons are physical devices, not merely in-app functions. 2. They must be installed by security or tracking companies, ensuring the devices function correctly and reliably. 3. The panic buttons must be accessible to both the driver and the passenger so that either party can trigger them. There may be 2 panic buttons per vehicle, one in the front and one at the rear or anywhere, so that either the driver or commuter can reach them. The regulation gives a transition time frame. Drivers and operators will have 180 days to install the panic buttons and comply with other requirements like branding after the law comes into force. It is important to state that the intention is right, but the approach is wrong. We are aware the new e-hailing regulation aims to enhance safety through physical panic buttons. The intention is noble, but the implementation is impractical and does not solve the current e-hailing related safety challenges. If we go with the traditional route of vehicle tracker-based panic buttons, it is also important to indicate that drivers do support safety improvements but oppose costly, confusing, and ineffective rollout models. Riders also want practical solutions that work. With that said, Thiba Ingozi provides a scalable, affordable, and fully digital alternative that still comes with a physical tag compared with the silo-type tracker-based panic buttons. It bridges the gap between regulation and practicality, ensuring real safety, not just paper compliance. The third challenge is the requirement to have 2 panic buttons per vehicle. In line with this requirement, the problem is that the regulation requires panic buttons accessible to both driver and passenger. If your panic button as a driver is not accessible to the rider, it means multiple installations are required, and that increases cost and complexity. To solve for this 2 panic button complexity, Thiba Ingozi provides a portable, wireless panic tags usable by anyone. No installation or wiring needed. Fully compliant with accessibility requirement as per the regulation. The impact is clear. Our solution is simpler, cheaper, and universal. The fourth challenge with the new regulation around panic buttons is the lack of real-time verification. The first problem here is the manual, paper-based verification that will lead to delays and the overall system being prone to fraud or corruption-related risks. The other issue will be the administration required by e-hailing platform providers and law enforcement officials to verify this requirement will not be practical. With Thiba Ingozi, the solution is simple. For every physical panic tag purchased, an easily verifiable digital compliance document or certificate can be accessed by e-hailing platform providers and law enforcement officers. Law enforcement and e-hailing platform providers can verify active Thiba Ingozi subscriptions instantly online. An active subscription is required to be able to trigger the SOS. If the subscription is ineffective or inactive, e-hailing platform providers and law enforcement officials can easily deal with the non-compliance accordingly. Thiba Ingozi provides real-time compliance visibility across the country. The impact of Thiba Ingozi with this challenge is that it has a transparent, efficient, and tamper-proof verification system. The last challenge I want to talk about is the slow and unsafe response times in emergency situations that the regulation aims to solve by this panic button requirement. The first problem I want to talk about is the current panic button limitations. Traditional vehicle tracking panic buttons route alerts through call centers, causing critical delays. A call center agent must first call the victim to verify the emergency before attempting to locate a nearby responder, a process that slows everything is impractical during real danger. The same issue exists with in-app SOS buttons used by e-hailing platforms, which also rely on delayed phone call first manual verifications. This is why drivers and riders continue to express frustrations, feeling that these systems don't truly protect them or respond when it matters the most. This is the reason why drivers also try WhatsApp group live location sharing as an alternative. Therefore, mandating the installation of the panic buttons will still not necessarily solve the problem at hand. Secondly, victims often cannot speak freely or answer verification calls. And thirdly, there is a passenger identification gap. For instance, if a passenger activates the vehicle's installed panic button, the tracking company has no way of knowing that it was the rider who triggered the alert, or even know who the rider is. This lack of user identification makes it impossible to ensure that the right person receives help when it's urgently needed. Here's how Thiba Ingozi solves for this challenge. Thiba Ingozi provides instant broadcast of alerts to all nearby users and responders via the app based on users' preset radius. You pre-decide how far you want your alerts to go. E-hailing platform providers can also link their current SOS security responders in the Thiba Ingozi platform without changing their current SOS service providers. Thiba Ingozi offers real-time GPS tracking by all nearby users and responders via the app to the actual incident location, even if the phone is stolen. As the SOS location moves, it is traceable in real time. Thiba Ingozi can do automatic routing to appropriate response channels, e.g. if you've got an armed response, medical responders, road assist, rider payment dispute, or illegal impounds. The impact is clear. Thiba Ingozi offers immediate, crowd-supported, security-supported when linked, and life-saving emergency response in a practical way. In summary, Thiba Ingozi addresses the following challenges. 1. We address high costs by offering a once-off affordable tag at 115 rands, no hardware contracts. We offer a minimum monthly subscription of 20 rands for drivers and 10 rand for riders or passengers. This can be cancelled anytime without incurring additional costs. With regards to ownership confusion on the hardwired vehicle tracking devices, we offer user-linked profiles that ensure direct alerts to the responders, with the person in danger being easily identified. Regarding the two panic button challenge that exists with the new regulation, we offer a portable or physical panic tags that meet both user requirements for the driver and rider. Our solution meets and far exceeds regulatory requirement for the e-hailing platform providers and the requirements by the government. For the compliance and verification challenge, Thiba Ingozi offers a digitally enabled and real-time checks for e-hailing platform providers and law enforcement. The biggest challenge with slow response is solved by our instant community and professional responder alerts that are routed to nearby users while your loved ones also are notified. Lastly, the challenge around adoption and scalability of the new requirements is that Thiba Ingozi is easy to adopt and scale for drivers, riders, and regulator, as well as e-hailing platform providers. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you how the system works. The first thing you should do is download the app from available app stores. Sign up by creating your profile. If you are a rider or driver, then verify yourself. The third part is once you have logged in, you can purchase the tag in the platform or through our website, and it will be couriered to your place in few days. Once you receive your tag, you can link it to your application. You will be able to still activate the SOS without the tag while you are still waiting for delivery of your physical button. This is how activation of the SOS works. In an emergency, you can activate the SOS using the tag or the button in the app, and it will reach nearby users and responders. I guess the question is, what is it that the responders will see when you activate the SOS? They will receive a notification which they can view in the app with the visual information of the rider, the driver, and the vehicle that is in use. I also want to state that responders will be able to see the actual location of where the emergency was initially triggered. And they will also be able to see the real-time location if the victim is moving. Before the actual trip takes place, we have the link trip feature that allows the driver and rider to link their profiles. This can be done by the rider scanning the QR code, or the driver can send it ahead of the trip by sharing a manual link to connect trips using the app chat functionality that exists in e-hailing platforms. Once the SOS is triggered, the driver and rider info as well as the vehicle in use for the trip are visible to the responders. Lastly, all users of Thiba Ingozi can see the hotspots in the app and avoid high-risk areas. In conclusion, Thiba Ingozi transforms the panic button requirement as per the new regulations into a scalable safety ecosystem for the e-hailing industry and beyond. It is affordable for drivers and riders, it is transparent for authorities and e-hailing platform providers, and it's effective for everyone. It is a game changer. It's not just compliance, it's real safety that is proudly South African owned. Thank you.